There are lots of people who have frustrated me, who I still love, who I still talk to. They're frustrated with me, and they're afraid of me. But the reality is that they are still part of this family as far as I'm concerned. There are people who I get angry with. As a matter of fact, some of you may have seen me get angry. It happens. But I don't continue to pound it over your head. Because then it becomes trash. There are fears and there are hurts and there are pains and there are hope. We have to stop holding on to these things. If we expect God to be in our lives, because if we're holding on to those things, they inevitably lead to this. And if you're holding on to these, why would you let go of this? The Bible tells us to throw away the things that so easily entangles us. That's what the Scripture says. You can pick 100 more words for emotions. They're not the only ones out there. They're just the ones I chose for an exercise with my staff. What are you holding on to today? Are you holding on to something that is going to lead you to sin? Friends, sometimes holding on to a friendship can lead you to sin. Sometimes holding on to a job that God doesn't want you to have can lead you to sin. What are you holding on to? The reality is, this is why we come in fellowship with one another. Because we all have this. But we don't need to hold on to it. And when we have our struggles, we don't need to be made fun of for our struggles or say, why are you so weak, you weakling Christian? No, it's not like that. The reality is the altar's supposed to be for all of us. For the one who does struggle with alcohol, we don't need to beat them up when they fall off the wagon. We need to lift them up and say, stop holding on to that and come to God. What are you holding on to? I'm not going to belabor the point today. What is it in your life that you're holding on to? If there's something that you have in your life today that you're holding on to, now is the time to come to the altar. Now is the time to pray and let it go. Now here's the thing about these emotions. They don't just, God, let me let go. The emotion's going to come back. You have to continually let go of the emotion. The altar's open. amazing thing when you clean up the trash in your life,
Yes.
what people see. When you clean yourself, people might say, well, hey, you look a whole lot sharper in that new, nice outfit you have. Nice and pressed, nice and new. All of us have experienced that, I'm sure. When we cleanse ourselves with God, it gets seen the same way. Now, Brandon, the benediction said today on the sheet, a youth. And as you are the only youth standing in this room, it's not on the program, on the sheet it said a youth. So Brandon, if you will lead us in our benediction. Be in my head and in